I'm really liking these lights because it brings out the blonde highlights in my hair. And I'm really not this blonde, but these lights make it look blonde. Hi, I'm Dave Woodson, one of the Dream Agents here in Northwest Indiana. So last week I did a video, or 2 weeks ago I did a video on the pros and cons of FHA loans, and someone asked me to do the pros and cons of conventional loans. So I have it all done for you. It was kind of easy to do, as I'm a former mortgage guy. I did mortgages from 2003 to 2010. I think, yeah, it's just did it for 7 years. I had my own shop for 6 of those years, and really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed doing mortgages. With the game is, but I was better at marketing mortgages than actually doing mortgages. I had a great assistant that did fabulous work for me, and if it wasn't for those my 2 assistants, I wouldn't be nearly as good as I was. But anyway, I digress. So I have with me the pros and cons of conventional loans. I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget them. Because a lot of times I get so excited when I'm doing videos like this, I kind of forget what I want to say and move on to something else. But really, one of the best pros is faster loan underwriting. And that's just because these loans are backed by private investors, things like that. They're also backed by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, which are two government enterprises. These are not government loans. These are government-backed enterprises that buys the loan bonds as well. There's less paperwork involved. I know it's hard to believe sometimes when you're doing a conventional loan, they're asking for everything under the sun. But FHA is a lot more restrictive. And it brings me to my next point. There's no overreaching FHA appraisal or inspection when it comes to conventional loans as well. Number 2, there's more options, shapes and sizes. You can do a 10-year loan, you can do a 7-year ARM, you can do a 15-year loan, you can do a 30-year loan, you can do a 25-year loan. There's a lot of different options out there that the square peg can fit into that square hole. So there's more options out there for you as well. That's a second pro. Third pro, optional escrow accounts. This is what my wife loves about conventional loans. She likes to keep control of our money, invest it for ourselves, and then at the end of the year, pay for the insurance, pay for our taxes in one fell swoop, which is great for that. But if you're not FHA, you gotta have separate escrow accounts. But for conventional loans, you generally do not have to have separate escrow account. You can have a separate escrow account. Separate escrow account. And there's security built in for conventional loans. Generally, these are fixed rates. So you can do arms with a conventional loan, but generally these are fixed rate loans for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. So you know every month, minus your taxes and insurance, how much your payment is going to be for the next year, 5 years, 10 years down the road. And I know we just refi for 2.3, so we know for the next 15 years what our payment is going to be minus our taxes and insurance. So, because you never know what taxes and insurance are going to go. Right now they can go sky high, they can drop down to nothing. Some disadvantages or more advantages. Mortgage insurance is not required if loan to value is less than 80%. So if you're looking to buy $100,000 house, $100,000 house, and you only put 20% down. That's 80% loan to value. So you will not have mortgage insurance on that loan. And you can cancel them when you hit 80% loan to value. So if you borrow $100,000, and if you wanted to borrow $100,000 loan, you only put 10% down. When you pay down to 80%, they might will automatically drop off. Unlike FHA, with the mortgage insurance never drops off. So that's an advantage right there. Another advantage is a conventional loan can be used at multiple property types. From 3 unit up to a 5 unit. I think up to 5 unit can be used up to a 5 unit. I think. I've never done a 5 unit. I've done 4 units. I've never done a 5 unit. But you can do it on multiple property types. Different property types. from end loans to not you can't do it's you can use it as a new construction loan, but you can do it as a end loan, 2 unit, 3 unit, 4 unit. You don't even have to live in it. You can still get a conventional loan at this rate, and you can hold multiple conventional loans as well. That's another plus. If you're an investor, you can have up to 10 conventional loans at one time. I think is what it was. I could be wrong, but I've got two or three great lenders. We're gonna talk to one of them. Give me a call. I can put you in touch with them. They can answer all your questions about conventional loans whatsoever. And there's no max loan amount as well. There's no maximum loan amount. You can borrow up to $2 million. That's called a jumbo loan, but that's still a conventional jumbo loan. And there are different requirements for that as well. Some cons: higher down payment is required sometimes, but there are products for there's a 3% down conventional loans right now, which have better in mind than FHA. Those are few and far between, but they are doable. And right now, I think the last 2 loans I did with my one lender, they are both conventional with low 3% conventional down payments. You got to have higher credit scores. Your credit scores do have to be higher to get a conventional loan, because these are backed by private investors like if you invest in mutual funds, you're probably buying mortgage-backed bonds, which I know one of my investment vehicles right now is mortgage-backed bonds right now through the company that I invest with. It may be more difficult to get approved with a conventional loan as well. FHA is known for the first-time home buyer loan with people with difficult credit. And mortgage insurance is still required if loan to value is greater than 80%. So there you have the pros and cons of a conventional loan. Any questions, give me a call at 219-872-8000, 219-872-8000. If you're looking to get pre-approved, give me a call. We'll get you pre-approved. And if you're looking to buy a house or sell, because we need homes to sell in Northwest Indiana right now, give me a call at 219-872-8000, 219-872-8000. Right there, right here, 219-872-8000. Right there. See it, right there. Thanks, guys. Have a great week. See you next week with another video. Thanks. Bye.